Hey, this is Andrew Brown from Exam Pro, and we'll be going through an exam guide breakdown of the Microsoft 365 Fundamentals certification. So the first thing you want to do is to go to this link here, docs.microsoft.com/n-us/certifications/exams/ms-900. And once you're here, you want to navigate to this link called MS900 Study Guide. This will open a neatly organized study guide that Microsoft has prepared for us for the Microsoft 365 Fundamentals exam. We've already covered a general overview on what the exam is, who the exam is for, and a brief overview on the topics. But we'll need to cover the exam breakdown in more detail. This is the section we're looking for, the objective domain, skills the exam measures. So we already covered the four main domains. Describe cloud concepts. Describe core Microsoft 365 services and concepts with the emphasis of 50 to 55%. Describe security, compliance, privacy, and trust in Microsoft 365. Describe Microsoft 365 pricing and support. I won't be going through the entire list because it's quite long, but I'll point out the ones I know for sure will be on the exam, starting with Microsoft SaaS, iOS, and PaaS offerings. The differences between Office 365, Microsoft 365, and Windows 365. You'll need to know public, private, and hybrid scenarios, and compare advantages of cloud-based services versus on-premises services. For the core Microsoft 365 services and concepts, you'll definitely need to know all of these services listed. You'll need to know a brief description of what it is, what it's used for, some of its key features, how does it improve productivity or collaboration, etc. I'll just point out the ones I saw mentioned a lot on the exam. So Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft Exchange, Microsoft 365 apps, and OneDrive, Microsoft Teams, SharePoint, Yammer, and Microsoft Viva. There will definitely be some questions on Microsoft Endpoint Manager, Windows 365 Cloud PC, and Azure Virtual Desktop. Deployment and release models for Windows as a service including deployment rings, Viva Insights, and you'll definitely see Microsoft 365 Admin Center and Microsoft 365 User Portal. For the security, compliance, privacy, and trust in Microsoft 365 section, you'll definitely see Principle of Least Privileged Access, Identity and Access Management capabilities in Microsoft 365 including Azure Active Directory and Azure Identity, Multi-Factor Authentication, Conditional Access, Microsoft 365 Defender, Defender for Endpoint, Defender for Office 365, Defender for Identity, and the Microsoft Defender Portal, Microsoft Secure Score, Azure Sentinel, Service Trust Portal and Compliance Manager, DLP, Compliance Scores, and you'll see a bit of auditing and e-discovery solutions. For the Microsoft 365 pricing and support domain, pricing model for Microsoft Cloud Services including enterprise agreements, cloud solution providers, direct billing, available base licensing and management options. There were definitely some questions on private, public preview, and general availability options. Microsoft 365 Roadmap Portal. You'll need to know how to create a support request for Microsoft 365 services, and you'll need to know the service level agreements. Once again, there's a lot on the list, so I couldn't name all of them, so named the ones I thought were the most important. But throughout the course, we'll definitely cover all of the material in great detail,